Welcome to LifePoint Parenting Hacks. Is it important for families to eat together? Households today are busy with multiple activities such as sports, church, meetings, work, dance, piano lessons, and I could go on and on. We rarely have time to sit down at the dinner table together. Meals are usually squeezed into brief moments between other commitments and eaten on the run. Do you ever feel like your car has become your dinner table? Eating meals together as a family seems to be a lost tradition. Now, I have fond memories of family meals from when I was growing up. My family made it a priority to have dinner together at the table. And when Pal and I got married and started our own family, we continued that tradition of eating together at the dinner table for many years. But as my son Edwin got older and more commitments and activities crept into our lives, we found that our time at the table became less and less. Now, during this time of the pandemic, when we were forced to slow down because literally everything was canceled, my family found ourselves once again carving out that time to sit down at the table and eat a meal together. And guess what? I have loved it. Have you ever noticed that there's a lot of eating going on in the scriptures? A lot of important events seem to center around food. The focus of community in the Bible is around a table, around a common meal. So take Luke 5, for instance. Jesus ate dinner with Levi, a tax collector who most of the town did not like. But Jesus wanted Levi to be saved, so he found time to sit down with him for a meal. Then in Luke 9, we find that Jesus fed the 5,000. And in Luke 19, Jesus told Zacchaeus, yes, another tax collector, that he was coming to his house for dinner. These are just a few examples of how Jesus utilized time at the table to disciple and influence people's lives. Now, as parents, we've been called to be the primary disciplers of our children. In Deuteronomy 7, chapter 6, verse 7, it says, "You shall teach them diligently to your children, and shall talk of them while you sit in your house, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise." Dining together offers parents great opportunities to disciple their kids and grow closer as a family. Family meals can be powerful events in the lives of both children and adults because they're a time to laugh. They're a time to learn how to speak and listen politely, to instill values, establish one's identity as a member of the family, welcome guests, and acknowledge God's provision on a day-to-day basis. Now, here are 3 important things that families can gain from having meals together at the dinner table. The first thing parents can gain is they're able to talk with their children and offer encouragement and guidance. Children can ask questions, and parents are able to share their values and convictions during a meal. Our children need to learn the values at home, and then the world beyond their home can be a place to express those values. Secondly, enjoying family meals together strengthens relationships. It's a time to turn off the television, the computer, mobile devices, and focus on each other and encourage positive conversation. If you're able to have breakfast together, it's a good opportunity to talk about the upcoming day and to pray together for God's guidance for the day. Evening meals are a time when you can share experiences of the day. Eating together at the table provides valuable opportunities for children and parents to connect and improve communication. And probably the most important gain you can get from having family meals is it's a great time to talk with your kids about God. Sometimes family meals are the only time we get to spend together. Take the opportunity to pray together and put God first in your family. Praying with your children before meal times is a great way to reinforce the relationship with God and establish prayer as a natural part of your life. It also demonstrates to your kids and to others that are worshiping, that worshiping God is a priority in your life and in your family. Family meals are an endangered species. They are threatened by overcommitment, busy calendars, and electronic devices. So here's a few good things that I can give you that can help you resist that trend. But it first has to be a deliberate decision by every member of your family to make shared meals a priority. Here are some practical strategies that your family can try. First, set aside at least 3 nights a week to be designated for family meals. Secondly, after considering the ages and abilities in your family, establish routines that spread the work around. Don't have just one person doing all the work. And last, all electronics should be turned off. Parents, let's get back to the dinner table where we can guide and encourage each other, where relationships can be strengthened, but most importantly, where you can disciple and talk about God with your kids.